Well, I got my second jab about 3 weeks ago, actually. And so now I feel I can go to lunch with people. And I had a couple of friends who were visiting from Los Angeles, and we went out to lunch on Sunday. Not this Sunday, last Sunday. And what was really interesting about that was, first of all, the food was delicious. If you ever get to come to Ensenada, you want to eat at El Massimo. It's like the best. It's like the best Italian food this side of Naples. But they love living in LA, and one was born in the United States and the of Mexican parents, and the other one was naturalized there. But we were talking about different things, and one of the things I said was there's a joke that goes around among expatriates, and it goes like this. I may have told it before here, but it was a long time ago. And it's this. It's about two dogs, and one's a Mexican dog, and the Mexican dog is on its way to the United States. It's kind of scratchy. It's a Mexican street dog. I should be very specific about that. Kind of straggly, got a few ticks probably, and kind of looks underweight. And coming towards it as it reaches the border is this beautifully groomed American dog. Just gorgeous, well-fed. And the American dog's headed for the Mexican side of the border, and the Mexican dog goes, whoa, 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 hey, pal, you're going the wrong way. The United States is that way. It's north, not south. And the American dog says, no, I want to go to Mexico. And he's like, are you crazy? You want to go to Mexico? I mean, in the United States, they love dogs. They feed us. And there's lots of good garbage to eat. And nobody throws rocks at you. It's a great place. And the American dog says, yeah, I just want to bark. Now, my friends who've been living in the United States for a while just laugh and laugh. We all laugh because we really understand that we're talking about a certain amount of freedom that just doesn't exist in the United States. For instance, you don't have to wear a helmet if you ride a motorcycle or even a bicycle here. Go right ahead and do so. But if you fall off and you have a terrible accident, don't expect insurance to pay for you because there is none. In the United States, you have to wear helmets, and a friend of mine, she runs a child care center, and she said, wow, I have to have helmets on the little children who are 2 years old on a tricycle. This is like 2 feet from the ground. And we laughed because, we survived, even seatbelts, not having seatbelts. I remember that when I was growing up, when my mother was driving the car and she came to a full stop, she'd stick her arm out. And then she'd say, don't go through the windshield, Carol. That was her way of saving my life. So we laughed because we survived. And I don't know how many people didn't survive. I do know that insurance is behind it. The reason we have seatbelts is because insurance companies had to pay when you had a car accident and you got thrown out if you lived. Well, they discovered that if people were wearing seatbelts, it kept you in the car and you were more likely not to have serious injuries if you were kept in the car and didn't go through the windshield or wasn't tossed out of the car. And so that saved the insurance companies a lot of money. Always look for the reasons behind people did things, particularly in the United States, because it was never about your welfare. It was always about saving money. And they added more rules and more layers and layers. You cannot ride around in the back of an open truck, for instance, down here in Mexico. You can. So we understood the joke that the dog just wanted to do what was natural, which was to bark, which you cannot do if you're a dog in the United States. You bark too much, your neighbors will complain. You could actually get your dog taken away from you. I actually once visited somebody who had a dog who had its vocal cords cut because it was that or put the dog down. Or I guess they think put it up for adoption because the dog barked. The dog barked when the owners went to work. So that's my little tale. There are good things and there are bad things about both living in both places. For older people, frankly, I think Mexico is a better choice. It's quite affordable. If you have an issue with your health and you need full-time care, you're going to get better care at a price you can afford here. I have a friend whose parents is in a care home, and because she has dementia, and the care home with certified care run by an American chain doctor is $1,500 a month, and she can see her parents whenever she wants. And in the United States, that same care is $10,000 a month. So I've often said that nobody leaves their country because it's working for them. Whether it's somebody who's walking 1,000 miles up from the south or taking a boat across horrible waters or people who have enough money to live uh, carefully in the United States, but who decide, yeah, we'd like to have a little bit more fun in our old age and move to Mexico. Anyway, that's my thing for today. I'm also deciding about my hair. What do you think? Should I maybe let it grow a little bit, or I can't decide. I can't decide. I haven't been to the hairdresser in over a year, and so this is what I do to myself. I love you. Thanks for tuning in.